Okay, guys, the next part we're going to create is the ceiling. And the ceiling is totally different to the ceiling that we were thinking it should be. First of all, I'm going to select the ceiling and as the center. Okay, there's the center. Let me move it away a bit more. So now that we have the ceiling out, the first thing is to cut a bit the size of these pillars because they are really big and they shouldn't be so big. I'm gonna take this character and put it into the floor and maybe even closer to the pillars here. So the reference is that these pillars should have like two characters, one over the other. Let me take another character from this one. And now I'm going to take this pillar and let's make some changes. And the changes will be using the polygroup. I'm going to select the top and let me move it down. Probably something like that. Let me check. Good. Let's see the original. Yeah, look at this section. I think it's a bit bigger, just a little bit bigger than the ones on the top. So yeah, I think that in fact, now that I see here, this is probably going to have a kind of a stair in this section. So we'll see that later on. But at this moment, I wish to reduce this size a little bit. And let me check this one. No, there's not a stair. It's just that they have the probably, I don't know. We'll get to that later on. But at this moment, I think that this size, sorry, it's going to be enough. Let me do the same thing for this one quickly. I'm going to select this side and moving down and accept. Save all. And now I am going to create some columns. And as you can see here, we have like a big column that goes from the back until the other side. And the same thing will be here. So let's create these two columns. Let me create a box over here. And now I'm going to make this box. Let me move it just a little bit. Let's say probably 50. I think in fact, I'm going to move it. I'm going to expand it in depth. 120. Let me see. That's going to work. Yep. Move it here. 120. Let me just go a bit more. Let's go 140. Yeah. And yes, just a little bit more. 160. Yeah, perfect. And now I'm going to do it on the top as well. And the size on the top is going to be a bit bigger. Let me see. If it's one at this moment, I would say around 150 on top. So let's go 150. Great. And now here on the width, let's say, what do you think this will be? Let me say 100, 1200. Oh, no, a lot more. Let me say the double. Almost there. Let me see. 3. Not yet. Come on, dude. And 4. Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, a bit more. Even a bit more. I need to go until the other side. Let me say and check both sides. Looking good. I think I can move this one a bit to the other side. Excellent. So here we have the first column. Let me see the reference from another movie. I think that the columns are looking good. So here we have them. I'm gonna make another copy of this one. Confirm that this is saved. Sorry, accept, save them all. Great, and now I'm going to take a copy that will go to the other side. Here's the copy, and let me move it, I guess someplace like here. Oh no, not yet. Say in a position like here is where they should be. Let me check. Exactly, over the column. Excellent. This is the right position where they should be. I'm gonna save all again. I'm getting used to save a lot because sometimes I lost the progress and I hate when that happens. Now the next part will be to make these traversal columns as well. Let me see if I have another. It seems to be a bit thinner than the ones that we created a moment ago. Let me check them. Where's my images? Here they are. Yes, they're a bit thinner. So let's go with them. Bit different, but just a little bit. And the height is probably the same. So what I'm going to do is take one of them as a reference. Let me put it here. Now I am going to create a copy, a duplicate, and I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And now let's compress them a bit. Yeah, first let me move the center to, let's say, probably this position. And let's take this one and moving down like there. And a bit in. Excellent. I'm gonna take the column. Let me put the center where I want them to be. So edit the pivot. And I want to have it on the center. Excellent. Let me see if I can put it exactly, sticking to this column. Well, I don't have to do it at this moment. All right. So we have the columns. Now, I think it's too thick at this moment. Let me check. I need to have some perspective. Yeah, I think it's too thick. It should be like in the center of this one, but I need to make it a bit thinner. So let's go to module, edit group, just a little bit. I think that was too much. Let me go back. Instead of moving it by 50, let me move it by, I don't know, something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see if this can be on the center of the column. Let me go back, down. Yep, I think it's looking good. Excellent. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to create some others. And there are so few. Now, right now I can control them very quick, just like this, and moving the column to the next one. And these are the two that I am going to create. This one will go also in this column here. Good. And you, buddy. Check. Good. Excellent. Columns where they should be originally. There should be 3 of them. Save all. And now I'm going to make an array of other columns for other section that's going to be traversal as well. But before that, I'm going to add a new copy of this column. I'm going to put in here, but this copy is going to cover these entire columns. Let me fix this side. And for that, I'm going to make a duplication and I'm going to accept. Now in the model group, selecting this side by 10. Yeah, I think by 10 is going to be enough. Good. We have this side and now we have, what the heck? Sorry. And now we have this side. Excellent. Very, very good. Now I'm going to take another one and moving until the end. Around here. Check if everything is fantastic. Everything is looking as it should be. Okay, let me save this new model. Very simple, but it's looking really, really great. Now I will add a columns that will be traversal on the top. And for those, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one as a reference, and I'm going to create a copy. And let's make some changes. First of all, I need to make it a lot thinner than that. Select polygroup, aside. I would say something like that. Could be, yeah, absolutely. This is going to work. And yeah, I made a mistake. So before doing that, I have to duplicate. Excellent. Now that I duplicate, now I can change the model. Which says something like that. Perfect. We have two meshes. And now I'm going to put this mesh someplace around the center. Let me change the pivot to the center. I have an idea. So let's count how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's go for them. But I'm not going to create the 8 because I need to play with the space. So what I will do is I'm going to use the pattern, and I'm going to say I need 8 of these guys, these beauties. And I'm going to extend it. So I can use this and trying to extend it until I got something similar what it should be. Yeah, I think they're looking good, but now I have the perception that the columns are too thick, but we can fix that. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to accept that, but let me see if I can now take this one, which was the original, and let me see if I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if this is the original, and I'm going to transform it just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is to say, I'm sorry, model, edit, take this side, let me move it maybe a couple, and accept. So all of them are now a bit thinner. Yeah, more like it. Yeah, definitely more like the ones that we created. I'm going to delete this one. I don't need that one. Excellent. So we have the columns. They are inside the ceiling. Look at that. This is the original ceiling and the one that we are creating. So we are going pretty much in a very nice direction. Probably I gotta cut the size of these pillars not to pass through the columns. So let's go to that. Save all. And now I'm gonna take one of these beauties. Let me find the original. I cannot change them all, so I have to change one, the original, and then the rest are going to change. Fantastic. So I'm going to put one here. Excellent. I'm going to move it onto the top. Great. I put it someplace, very close to the position where they are. Something like that. And now I am going to reduce them. Let's go to this polygroup. I'm going to take this side and let's go down, dudes. Good, that's one. Let's go to the other side. This side. Excellent. So let me see on the, exactly. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Excellent. Now I can take this one and delete it. And all the references, all the things inside are starting to look amazing. I'm going to save all this. And now I can take this original ceiling. In fact, I'm going to make a copy of these because I want to add another. Well, in fact, no, I don't need to make a copy. What I can do is, well, I'm going to make a copy, but this way. So I'm going to duplicate, I'm going to accept. And in fact, I'm going to find the model. And this model, I'm going to rename it to Ceiling Hotel. And this model will go down. Let me check all the elements inside. Okay, it's too much. Let me move it a bit. Be something like here. I think the ceiling is not touching. Yeah, it's touching the ones on the top, but not the other columns. Let me check with you. Here we are. Oh no, yeah, they're touching both. Okay, let's go. So let me go ceiling down, ceiling down, ceiling down, and here. Excellent. So here we have our ceiling. Let me save all the things of the chat or all the changes that we made. Great. So this is a second step for creating the ceiling.